everyone, I am Mayumi. Let's see, we're going to start another Japanese cooking today, but I'm just gonna wait a little bit. I want everybody just chime in. So I am drinking my herbal tea with lots of vitamin C's and everything. Oh, hi, Kaz. Let's see, Kaz. I like to put the Kaz here. Okay, hi Ali, thank you so much for joining. Laila, good morning, and France, Dante, good morning. Mabi, good morning. Joe, thank you so much for joining. Let's see, and Kaz, I think you can join. Thank you. Okay, so we're going to make another Japanese food today. So if you like part of some Japanese, you're gonna love this food. So hi, Kaz. Thank you so
Hi
much.
there, Mayumi. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Food Talk TV.
Okay, let me put some my volume up. Okay,
Can you hear me better?
now I hear you better. Yes.
Okay.
Okay, perfect.
So, hi. What are you doing today?
So we're gonna make called gyudon. So that's actually, you probably never heard about it, and maybe some of the Japanese restaurant you have a chance to go. Maybe some in the menu you may see it. So gyudon looks like a little bit more simplified for like I just lost my word in Japanese. Sorry, not a nabeyaki, but what is that? Oh, sukiyaki. Sorry, I tend
Sukiyaki.
to lose this. Have you heard about sukiyaki, cats?
Yes, yes.
Okay, sukiyaki. So I know that sukiyaki also, it's very hard to find in the menu on the Japanese restaurant, but sukiyaki is very actually, I know the English pronunciation says sukiyaki, but actually the Japanese pronunciation right way would be sukiyaki. It's like a flat word, the sukiyaki. So sukiyaki is a very popular food for like more like winter time. So this is a kind of perfect time. Still some of the areas a little chilly. So so I was gonna make actually sukiyaki and gyudon. It's kind of similar. And gyudon is basically why something don is, I'll show you. This is actually it's called a donburi, which is like has like maybe when you go eat to the ramen noodle shop and you see like this kind of things. That's called a donburi, right? So anything you put the rice in here and put something on top, that's something don. That's where you hear the name about something don. So the gyudon is basically gyu is a beef. So I'm gonna put some rice in here and the basically kind of beef ingredients on the top. So that's what we're gonna make today. So this is gonna be a very easy food, but also very tasty. Although, Cass, I forgot the most important ingredient today.
What?
I went to the shopping today. I went actually from my house to all the way. I had to drive like a 40 minutes to get to the Japanese supermarket. So, which is nice. I can find the right ingredients, something. I even find some of the sushi ingredients. So if I have a time at the end, I'll make some little sushi special.
Okay.
So, but hopefully I have a time because I want to eat that too. So, but if I don't have time, then yes, I'm gonna eat that too. So anyway, and then Cass, so making a gyudon is actually, I have a donburi, so we're gonna use that one later. And we need the onion. So I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm gonna make a gyudon style, but I think it's more toward, a little bit more toward to the sukiyaki too. So what's the difference between gyudon and a sukiyaki is that gyudon has simply like more like a onion and like a sliced beef and some other little bit more ingredients. But sukiyaki is more kind of like a soup base. So like a nice soup and put some also that a lot of vegetables and flavors and then like some beef in there. So that's a sukiyaki style. So I'm gonna go in kind of between because I just forgot the onion. So normally if you make a gyudon, please buy the onion.
Buy
One
the
onion
onions.
is
Buy the
good.
onions.
So just think about, I just cooked the onion and you don't need to cook, actually you're gonna boil that one, cooking together. So, but that's actually the nice ingredients. If you don't have it, tastes gonna be more like a sukiyaki flavor, sukiyaki style. But onion create a little bit more sweetness. And when your onion comes with put it together with a soy sauce and tastes nice flavor too. So But I don't know why I think about it, but that's that's the most important one. I forgot that I'm gonna do without that and just more little more sukiyaki style. So if you like the sukiyaki, all you wanted to do is adding a little more. I'm gonna make another time for sukiyaki, but you probably can see like, oh, that's kind of similar. Yes. So I would say sukiyaki slash gyudon style today.
Okay.
So that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm drinking my tea. So a lot of cutting in the beginning, and what you need to do, you want to have a nice fresh rice, which is I already have. So that one, but I'll show you many different ingredients so you can buy it. And then hopefully I have like the last 15 minutes. I have a time to making some very simple way, but I think it's a fun way to making some like your little sushi, hand sushi roll. So, because I found a good one today. So hopefully you can see me that too. But okay, so let's start and I'll show you some of the stuff like you probably don't eat. A lot of most American doesn't like. It's called a natto. Some of the a few American people like the flavors, whatever the reason. Like we grown up with a natto, which is like based on based on the beans, but smells kind of funny, so that's why they don't like it. But we like that kind of smell. So I don't know. So I'll show you what the natto looks like later, if we have the time. So that's actually this package, but I'll show you later. So let's start cutting a lot of stuff. But also the key ingredients when you're cooking a Japanese food, I will introduce first. That would be soy sauce. So what kind of soy sauce? There's so many different kind of soy sauce. And yes, you can use many different kind of soy sauce. But if you can find, I know it's very hard. It's very hard to say. Sometimes like soy sauce has a lot of salt too. So just you know that there's a lot of salty here too. So you just if you can find like a little less salty flavor one, I think that's a good one too. Or like something, this one is like I said, it's an organic ones or something, better one. So but it's very hard to see, which one. Everything looks same for all of you. So that's okay. There's a soy sauce, number one. And then I'm gonna use a little bit sake. So this is a cooking sake. Just a kanji for sake, cooking sake. If you have a just regular Japanese sake, you can use that. Can I use a wine? You can use a wine, but it's slightly different kind of flavors in that either you use a white wine or sake. So I would prefer a little bit of sake. It doesn't need to have that much, but just a little bit. You can buy like this kind of cooking sake, or you can buy like I always buy like small one, but it's a very nice one. So then has a, just because we always adding a just tiny bit, but tiny bit adding that flavor, we want to have a good quality one because my music is loud. Oh, you cannot hear. Okay, hold on.
Thank you, Andrea.
Okay, thank you so much. Is that better? Is that better?
Yes.
Okay. Now you can hear me and I can hear my voice too. So okay, great. Thank you so much. Awesome. Yeah, so the sake is actually, yeah, so we need a little bit of sake, but if you can find a good quality one, just get that one because we just use a tiny one. What's the difference? How do you know the good one and not good one? It's just the price. So it depends a little higher price you buy it. It's normally the better sake. So, and then this is actually the meeting. So this is my first time. I went to this Japanese supermarket many times. And then I bought meeting at the store many times. I don't know why. I guess this morning when I buy the meeting, that's a leisure cashier lady said, she said, "Can I see your ID?" So I said, ID? I said, ID. I didn't put a makeup on or nothing. So I said, "Can I see your ID?" And yeah, I said, "Why?" And because this meeting has a sake in it. I said, "I know the meeting has sake in it, but I didn't know they had to check the license, driver license." But anyway, very strict in the United States. So I'm just double checking if there was like yes. I guess like no, they said yeah. Sodium, yeah, salt. I guess it has alcohol, yeah, just a little bit. little bit alcohol, yeah. So, but mirin is that one. So mirin has a little bit sweetness, has a, like alcohol together. So that's kind of make a little nice one. So in case you don't have a sake, that's okay. If you have a mirin, that will cover too. But today I like to have adding just a little bit of everything. So we use that. And lastly is the vinegar. And I'm not going to cook with the vinegar today, but vinegar is actually, this is the vinegar I bought today. It's a nice vinegar. So the vinegar is actually the great for the health too. So anytime you cook something like fish food, any kind of food, just have a vinegar and just put it on top of it like anything. It tastes actually great. Tastes kind of like upgraded. So try that. So I'm gonna try that one a little later today. So when I'm eating the gyudon, so that's I'm gonna use that one. So that's kind of ingredients, and then we're gonna use a little bit of sugar too. So I have a cane sugar here. We just need that ingredients a little bit, not too much sugar, but we just need that one. Yes. So those are basically the ingredients you need. If you like something spicy, you can adding to like shichimi, which is a Japanese another ingredient, shichimi, or like which one is that? Those some like spice like you have at the fridge. So that's you can add on. So let's start cutting the first ingredients, which is the one, I don't know, some of you see it, never seen it, would be, Tez, have you seen like this? Have you seen it? It's called a konnyaku?
No.
No? Okay, this is the first time. So when you go to the Japanese store or Asian store, I don't know if I think all the Asian store has it. So this is called a shirataki. So shirataki, I don't know if you see this, looks like, what is this looks like? It's like looks like hair inside. So it's like a little longer strip, and it's called a konnyaku. Konnyaku is a part of like, kind of like a potato kind of things. So, and they take from that to making like this. Has a 0 calories. So it's perfect.
Are those noodles? Are those noodles?
It's a noodle, yeah. So, and then how you're gonna use it, I'll show you. Because especially if you're on a diet, this is like your friends. Because makes you full and looks like a noodle. And you can use this one as a noodle, and it's 0 calories. And then it basically has a lot of fiber, so goes through your system, cleanse your system too. So I use this one for the gyudon. So, but I'm gonna open up, and you have to wash inside. So it's a clean, but I just always like to wash. So definitely when you open this item, so I'm gonna wash a little bit here. Come a little bit here. So I'm gonna put a little bit on the sink here. Okay. Oh, you don't see it. So, but let me show you. I'll show you. Hold on. So when you open the whole thing, comes with the whole water, and you want to wash with the water a little bit, rinse it before you use it, because it's in the package for a long time. And then how do I show? Okay, so I'll show this one right here. So then it's go like this.
Oh, they're nice long noodles.
Very, very long. So what do? Do I keep it like this? I'll cut it like a half, or like so inside the bowl you can cut like a little bit. So when you try to eat something, it's not this long, right? It's very easy to eat. So I'm just gonna use a knife and just cut like just a little bit, half and half. So yes, so those are one. And so I'm cooking for tonight for about 4 to 5 people serving. So I use those package for 2 package. Where's my other package? So you see this kind of like a little bit of like a gray color one, or you can see like a white one. Which one you want to use it? It doesn't matter, but when you're making a sukiyaki, we always like to use this one. The more like this kind of color one. So the flavor change little slightly, but I think it's almost same. So this one, like let's say, can you make this one using this konnyaku for pasta? Yes, you can. And make a noodle like this using this. Yes, you can.
But it's not healthier though, because it's still made from potatoes, right?
No, but it's healthy. It's a 0 calorie. Yes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
0 calorie. This is very good for you. Has good fibers and cleanse your system. So those are good one.
Okay.
Yeah, so very nice one. Okay, so what I do this, and I'll show you. This is my pot. So normally, because I have a lot of stuff, so it's more like it looks like a sukiyaki looking. But normally, when you make a gyudon, is put some onion here first and cooking down, and then start adding, and then at last is the water. But since I have a lots of stuff here today, I'm gonna do kind of more like a sukiyaki style. So first, I'm gonna boil this, and
Jean,
then you can put
Jean Lamparelli is asking how many carbs?
zero, zero carb, zero calories. Isn't that awesome? So it makes you so full. So yes, it's called a konjac. I'm gonna type it in so you can find it. There's some like a square one. Looks like the square one is kind of like looks like a big jello looking. And when you touch it, it's like feels like a big jello. But those a big one is like I'll show you how to eat that one. Like putting a little bit of miso flavor, eat that with a boiled egg together like that. That's another way to call the oden. That's another ingredient. So, but I think that for the first timer, this is more like tastes like a noodle. So it's very easy to eat it too. So, and yeah. So I'm gonna boil this, but since I'm here, so I'm gonna put this all here together. And some of the Japanese cooking is like we don't use much oil unless we use like some fried stuff. But then we don't use other much ingredients, butters and stuff like that, the cream. So it's very simple one. So normally it's a less calorie. But then you have to watch like a little bit, some like adding too much soy sauce will be more high salt. But unless you don't drink the whole things, which you're not gonna do. So I'm just gonna cook it down this one. Just start cooking a little bit because that takes the time. Okay, so that's the first ingredients. Oops. And then the second one, it doesn't matter the order, but I think I always like to put that one first. So let me come back here. Okay, so now second one, I'm gonna start. It's called a shiitake mushroom. So it's a regular mushroom, and the shiitake mushroom different. Shiitake mushroom has more flavors. So anytime you like to cooking more like Japanese food, we prefer to using this shiitake mushroom. It's like when you some cooking down, definitely you can have more flavors. When you smell that, it smells a different kind of mushroom, like has a different smell too. But this one has a very nice smell. So I'm gonna use 1, 2, 3. I think I'm gonna use a lot too. So shiitake mushroom has almost zero calories, and then has a lot of fiber. So it's very like if you're on the diet, those are the great ingredient to eat it a lot because yes, makes you full and healthy.
Hi, Tony Ann. Mississippi Meets Georgia's in the house. Hi there.
Okay, and then where's my knife? I just had it, right? Wait, hold on. Okay, so where did it go? Oh, right there. Okay. So for shiitake mushroom is for this one, because we want to make on the donburi. So instead of chopping a big piece, I like to slice it. So, but if it's a sukiyaki, you can make like just a 4. But if it's like a gyudon, I just make like a small pieces like that.
Hey, Chocolate. Thank you for coming in. Mr. Crown Royal, thank you for coming in.
Like this.
User 308, thank you for coming in.
Thank you. Everybody hungry? A lot of Japanese food is very easy to cook. It's very super fast. I'm doing a little slow because if I do really fast, then it's gonna be over very quickly. But
yes.
Yeah. But trust me, like a Japanese food is such a like simple way to cook. If you know the ingredients, what kind of things you can put it together, you can just put it so fast, so quick.
Hey, Kaden.
So you want to cut some this mushroom. It's called a shiitake.
I have shiitakes, but they're dried. I keep them
dry one. Yes. You can use the dry one. Has still good flavors, but it's always nice to have that dry one. And when you start cooking, when you eat it, doesn't have like texture of most of meats kind of flavor. Like it's more like a little dry side. So when you find a fresh one, I think you can find maybe Asian market if you can find it somewhere. They
Uh,
normally
Mayumi, Jean Lamparelli is asking if you'll be posting this recipe.
yes, I do.
Okay, so
Be posting this
that'll be at foodtalktv.com.
So like this, so just cutting like this nicely, and then you can put it here and as you cook, so like this. So shiitake you can adding on like when you make the udon, which I haven't done the udon, which is I make a really good udon. So I'll do that too. But you can kind of go back what I made in the so far in the recipe and try that.
And you guys, this if you missed any of this live, it'll be posted on YouTube and on Facebook.
Yes.
The
So the
entire
flavor and this kind of food is actually you can make a lot and you can save it for tomorrow your lunch or something too, and still tastes great when you warm it up. Or if you want to do a meal prep, you can even do freeze it and then just reheat it and tastes still great too. So all the mushroom goes right here. I think I'm making a lot, but it looks like you're gonna put a lot of veggies in here too. But when you start cooking, all the stuff is gonna be a little shrink. So do I'm gonna put a flavor yet? I'm just gonna wait until like started boiling. Then I'm just gonna put some all the other ingredients. So the next one.
Naomi, Tony Ann is asking, can you use different mushrooms if you can't find shiitakes?
Yes, you can. Yes, it's better to have it. So if you cannot find it, you can use other mushrooms. So the reason I use a shiitake mushroom is shiitake mushroom. It just has different aroma flavors. So all the mushroom has a different kind of like aroma. So when I cooking like a cream pasta with a mushroom, that's kind of one of my favorite too. I use a different kind of mushroom, has a great aroma. So yes, I'll show you. That's not a Japanese food, but that's Italian food. I do one of those today. So I have another one. Have you seen this enoki mushroom too?
Yes, I've seen those.
Seen this one? Yes. This one is also, I know this one says like 45 calories, but I think that I like the mushroom is because it has a lot of good fiber. So this one, you're gonna open up and then
How many of those do you have to eat to get 45 calories though?
that's a good question. Yeah, it's not that one packet.
So the entire packet. The entire packet is only 45
The
calories.
thing is about mushroom, when you eat, makes you full. So you normally cannot eat like a lot because it slows you down. You cannot eat other food too. So that's a good way to putting a lot of mushroom. Mushroom kind of food is good. So this one, again, you're gonna wash it and you're gonna cut on the bottom. So I use this in sukiyaki too, for sure. Sometimes you can even do, you can adding this to when you make a yakisoba, which is Japanese kind of noodle. So on the bottom has like a stick together. So instead of putting the whole thing, if you put a whole thing, and then it's gonna stick like that. So I normally kind of, when you put it into the pot, like you wanna put little separating. So it's easy to eat, doesn't stick. So like this, yes. Some people ask,
What kind of mushrooms are those again? What's the name again?
this is a enoki mushroom. Enoki mushroom, yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Some of the people asking, can I eat this as fresh? Just can you eat like that? I normally say there's so many different kind of mushroom, so it's always nice to cook it to eat. Yes. Okay, so there's a lot of mushroom goes in there.
You guys, if you're just scrolling through, you're watching Food Talk TV. This is Mayumi. Please give us a follow. Also, share the live. Let's get some people in here. Tap the screen.
Thank you. I just look at my time, said, oh, okay. If I want to make another sushi hand roll, I need to hurry up. I just hurry up.
Well, you know this doesn't take that long, so you're fine. You're fine.
Okay, so but it's not a vegetarian food today, so don't worry. I have a nice meat ready here, so I'll show you. But I want to put this one, everything separated, and put it in there. Okay. Okay. So this one, put it all here.
All goes into the pot.
Okay. So next one. So I show you picking. This is going to be the beef. So this is the reason I go all the way 40 minutes driving to get this a thin beef. Some of your butcher you have, and you can ask them if they can cut as thin as possible. If you can find a place like that, you don't need to drive like me. But so far, like my neighbor, the meat section, they don't have that kind of machine to slicing so thin. So, but that's one of the way to Japanese people eating the beef and all that kind of meat, anything is small and like a thin. So, making a gyudon, we use this like a very thin meat too. So this is shabu shabu ribeye style, extra thin cut. So I'll show you, super thin, like this. But that's what we need. Super thin.
Wow. Okay.
Right? But it's so good and it's so nice and so soft when you go into the mouth. So how you gonna find this? My thing is like you just buy the meat and you just take the time to like slice like as thin as possible, so you can do at the home. Because I don't think I asked so many different butchers and the meat section, they say like, oh no, we don't have it. But maybe they have it. So mine's ask them, how can you cut it as thin as possible and to see what happened, right? So that can be that. If you cannot find it, you can just slice it.
So, what cut of meat is that? Do you know?
This is ribeye.
Oh, it's ribeye. Okay.
Right, yes, that's the one. Okay, so I use this one for one person and 2 and 3, 4. So we're gonna make a lot. So yes. Okay, next item. So let's keep it clean. Next item is, again, it's normally when I make a gyudon is I use an onion, but I just forgot the most important ingredient, onion. So I'm doing more sukiyaki style. So sukiyaki style / gyudon. So we need the veggies, and that's that. It's called the hakusai. That's what do you call the Chinese cabbage? What do you call that? Not a regular cabbage. So this one. So I'm gonna use that as a veggie. So how much depends on how much you like to eat the vegetable. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's say. Sometime, like if I'm making a 4 people, at least I want like 4 pieces like this for one person. Okay. So then I'll make like times whoever the one. So depends on if you don't like the veggies, you don't want to put too much, then you just do very little portion.
Yeah, they shrink down too, so.
Yes. So this one, small pieces, and
hey, pierogi. Thank you for coming in, pierogi.
Okay, so put it here. So now started getting a little boiling. It takes a time to boiling. That's right. I forgot about that part. So I'm gonna keep putting the ingredients first, because all the veggies and all the mushrooms that are cooking has all the good flavors. So you don't need to hurry up to put some soy sauce and everything right away, because you got enough time to. You don't need to put in too much for that. So okay, so do that. We cut more of this. And then all you need is rice. So
you cooking for 4 people or for 5 people today?
I think I'm doing 4 people.
Okay.
Yes. But like that, as you can see, like when you're putting so many things right now, I'll show you that your pan is getting so piling up. So probably like, the one I have is pretty big one. So I think I'm gonna stop here. And you can always add on these veggies like later on, like a second time if you're gonna eat again, then you just like adding on and cook
Yes.
it again. So
I commonly do that. I will make like gumbo. I don't know if you've had gumbo before,
mhm.
but the second day I will add more chicken and more sausage to it because
Oh,
the broth just gets better and better and better. So you can just keep adding
keep
stuff to it.
adding on. Yes, yes. Great. So I put a little bit of sake now. Let's see this one. So just how much is especially this is like just tiny like maybe 1 tablespoon
Okay.
like that. And then I'm gonna start adding a meeting too. Start with a 1 tablespoon, which is you can see me. I'm not measuring. I kind of play by. So start with a small. Always start with a small amount and then add on when you taste it. Okay, and then soy sauce will be the last one. The sugar part. Okay, sugar part is actually let's do like again you don't want to do too much for too much sweet or too much flavor, but actually the gyudon wanted to have a flavor, so I'm gonna put like right now is a 2 tablespoons, so just like a double amount. And
Less
then
sugar.
the sugar, yeah, I just put a 2 tablespoon. Everything is 1 tablespoon, and then the soy sauce. Let's do same amount as the sugar, so 2 tablespoons. But I know we need a more, so okay. And then I'll show you, and we're just gonna wait till a little cooking down this time.
Hi, Wilson.
Okay.
You guys, thank you for coming in. This is Mayumi. She goes live on her own channel almost every day, mayumioneworld. But on Tuesdays, she is here on Food Talk TV. We're happy to have her.
Okay. So I'm gonna wait till a little bit of cooking down, but I know we're gonna have a little bit of flavor. So we have to start cutting a little beef. So this beef is already thin cut, but I like to put a little more smaller. So because when you eat, if it's too big, it's not good. So I'm just gonna getting ready. So this one I'm gonna put on the last second because very very thin. So I'm just gonna cutting like maybe this small portion and maybe even that. Okay, so this will be the one person, and then okay, about a good time. So this one nice and thin, very very thin.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Then okay. Okay, that's 2 people. And the third one. And you can add a little bit of salt too.
You guys, that is prime rib, or that's ribeye.
That's a ribeye. Yes, that's a ribeye. Nice and thin. I wish all the supermarket can make like super thin meat. I don't know why they don't do that. Everybody want to eat that big chunk, I guess. Like in Japan, it's almost hard to find like a big just chunk of the steak. Those are very hard to find. Everything is so thin.
Wilson is asking, where did you get the ribeye?
This one is I drive this morning 40 minutes to go to a Japanese store. So if you can find a Japanese supermarket, they most likely have that one. But I guess you can go to the local supermarket, get the ribeye, and try to slice it super, super thin. Or maybe you can froze first, and then maybe you can cut super thin or something. So, or if you can find some kind of machine to can make it super, like super thin, that'll be a good one too. Okay, so this is done. Okay, so let's say maybe I'm gonna start putting the, let's see if I have the time to a little bit show you my hand roll.
Okay. Hey, Tremaine. Thank you for coming in.
Okay, but before that, I think I want to, okay, let me drink my tea.
Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate.
Hydrate, yeah, hydrate. Okay, so that one, I know for sure we normally need to adding a little more soy sauce and sugar. So I'll show you, I'll take you there. Hold on, let me get some. Here's some. Okay.
So what does it need?
Definitely, I want to show you sushi one first. So let me show you. So I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wait till adding this one at the last minutes, but at the same time I'm just gonna adding a little more sugars, and because we have a lot of water here, and then but the nice shiitake flavors in the pot. And when you're cooking down, the flavor is gonna be stronger. So it depends on how long you're gonna cook it down to. So you kind of watch that. Okay, so one.
So I have a question for you, Mayumi.
Yes.
So on Tuesdays you make us traditional Japanese food, but do you always, is that what you make for your family all the time?
My kids prefer a lot of Japanese food too, but we have a pasta day, we have another steak day, we kind of mix it. But when I'm gone, I came back like, oh my gosh, now I can have a miso soup and all my Japanese food, and they're craving for that one. So yes, so I do make oftentimes, especially when I go there. So
Vicky says she loves your countertops.
so thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so let's see. We have a little time, so I will show you. Okay, I need to grab something. I need to grab a little rice. How about that? Okay, so I think I'm gonna start a prepare.
But we're gonna make a hand roll this time, right?
Hand roll, yeah. So just the one. So, but I think I'm gonna put the rice here because we're gonna put some on top of it. So I'm gonna put some rice here. So basically, like a gyudon is you're gonna put on a donburi. You can find like this kind of bowl. If it's a small bowl, that's okay. You can make a small one. And then you put the rice on the bottom, and then put all the ingredients you're cooking down, and you're gonna put on the top. So that's why they call something don. So the gyudon. So that's what we're gonna do today. So I'm gonna put this one here. But the one I'm gonna do some sushi roll. I will show you in. So here. So it's gonna be hand roll. It's gonna be hand roll. So we need a little rice. So something when you're cooking, in case you went to Japanese store, you need a nori. I'm gonna put that little nori. So when you make a hand roll, you just need a half of it. And when your nori is not like a crisp, you can put the stove on and you can put on the heat and it's gonna be a crisp. So I'm gonna keep it a half one. So cut it a half, right? And then I like to have, you can, if you have a little backyard, you can make a shiso. But shiso that's one of the, have you tried the shiso?
No, I don't know what that is.
That's like a shiso leaf. So you can kind of grow the shiso if you have it at the home. The smells of the leaf is like amazing.
Wow.
So yes, smells of that. So I always eat with this, with the sashimi together, with the soy sauce together. It is so good. So that's why they sell shiso. You see, it's oftentimes that maybe the sushi bar using for a little chop it up and put on top of it. So, but I always eat this one. So this is super awesome one. So you want to wash it too. So you want to wash it. I will use this one for a little sushi roll here, and then let's see. I have
Okay.
two
So,
ingredients.
so Jane has the same question that I have.
Huh?
You said it's seashell. Could you spell that?
Which one? Oh, shiso. Yes. So if your friends has this plant, you can put it and it's gonna grow, and it's really, you can add this one in salad. Salad flavor tastes amazing too. Shiso is shiso.
No.
shiso. Shiso.
Okay.
Shiso leaf. Yes.
Wow.
Nice and green.
It's pretty too.
Yeah, it's pretty, and you can cut a small. Normally, when you go to the sushi bar, the chef would be cutting small, tiny pieces, and they put on top of something, so you don't even realize if you don't know what this one is. But this one has a nice aroma, and it's really, really good. So I normally sometimes cut it like put in a salad and mix it together. Has like I don't know what kind of smell. It's like it's amazing shiso smell. It is so good. But goes with the sashimi and fresh fish. So that's why I think it goes well. So what am I gonna do is normally like yeah. So I have this vinegar. So I'm gonna use this vinegar. Let's see. Let's taste it. What kind of flavor is this one? Oops. Let me see. Oh, here we go. Okay, so right now it's very, very cooking down, but that's good. That's what I wanted to do because I like to have a little more flavor, less water. So they're cooking down now. So,
Jane, thank you for typing that in the comments.
so I have actually, I found this. I know it's a pricey, but I just like, oh, I want to try it. I want to show you. So I bought an ikura. Have you tried the ikura?
Is that caviar?
It's not a caviar, but it's a ikura is that salmon egg? Yeah.
Okay, so caviar comes from sturgeon, and so that comes from salmon.
Salmon, yes. Ikura is so good. So anybody know ikura? I think if you're sushi, you like ikura. So I'm gonna use that ikura on the sushi roll. And I'm gonna use that uzura, which is a quail egg.
Quail eggs, okay.
Have you have that one?
Yes.
So this one, make sure this one is a fresh one because I'm gonna use as a fresh egg, but I'm gonna just use a yolk part. Yolk part is normally it's okay, but the white part has a little bacteria, so you just wanna watch that. So first of all, so if you have a rice and you don't have a time, so you're just gonna put some little vinegar here. It's normally, let's say, sometimes it has a vinegar has already some sweetness. So let's adding up to see what kind of. So I'm just gonna adding this, and I need some spoon to mix. So this will be.
If you see vinegar that says seasoned on it, then it has sugar in it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So then let me taste it. This one doesn't have sugar, but I think I'm gonna use just this one. So if you like a little more sweetness, you can just add on that. But today, I don't know if I can do. Okay, so one more thing. So I need one more thing. Okay, so what I do is this quail egg. I just crack it, and I'm gonna keep it just for the yolk part. So crack it, and then you just
Jane,
gonna
yes.
get just keep the yolk part, like just the yolk part, and keep it there. So that's what I'm gonna use. Okay, and then, so let's try this. This is my snack before everything cooking. So put it this, a little sushi rice. Put it here. How do I do that? I think like this. Okay, and then actually this has a, supposed to be more beautiful. Okay, hold on. Let me see. Okay, that's not the one. Okay, so I think it was カレーのも half. I think that's what it is.
Oh, you're gonna make it small, small.
Small, small. So like this, it's called like a, I want to make like this style, like this.
Okay.
So I guess in order to do that, you know, somebody made it for me. Actually, my son made it for me the other day. Okay, so I think I'm gonna put some edge first. This is kind of like art. So put the edge, stick with this,
Okay.
make like a round one, like this,
Right.
like this. And then I need some little plates. So I need some little plates.
Oh, I see where you're going here.
Okay.
I understand what you're doing
See,
now.
like so I see like this, right? And then I'm gonna put the little bit rice on the bottom. Okay. I still need some smaller. Wait. Okay, hold on. Okay. I don't think I can make a sushi shake, but I just want to try to eat it. I know some other people did it much, much better than me. So anyway.
Thank you, Jen.
Okay, let's watch the time. Thank you, thank you. So put more rice on the bottom. Okay, I need some sushi chef helping.
You need your son here.
Yeah, I don't know. He just simply made it and handed it to me. Here you go. And I ate it. It was so good. I didn't pay attention to how he was making. So, but kind of like that. But it's not exactly. He made it more beautiful. So it's just kind of put in like a round nori. And
Okay.
then you just need to simply, I'm going to just taste it. Okay, so you're going to put this ikura on the bottom. Okay, on the bottom like this. There you go.
All right. So first the rice, then the ikura.
Ikura goes. And then
And
quail
then the
egg.
quail, just the yolk of the quail
Yolk
egg.
on the bottom. So put on the top like that. And then I like to adding a little bit of shiso flavor, but I guess I'm gonna, where's my soy sauce? Oh, the soy sauce. I'm gonna touch with the soy sauce very on top a little bit. Okay. So, and then kind of like that. And I think I'm supposed to put some shiso. Yeah, let's do that. I was just gonna skip it and just eat it.
No, you told us all about the seashell. Seashell, you can't skip it.
Okay, so sometimes appetite is bigger than like the things we do here. So okay, let me cut it small pieces. Okay, now my style. Okay, this is my first trial. So, and this was not supposed to be this meal here, but while we were cooking.
So, Mayumi, you've never seen my show. Many, many times I forget to put something on there, even after I've told everybody all about it.
Okay, so it doesn't look beautiful now, but you saw that whole process. And then basically you're gonna eat like this, with a mix with ikura and shiso and then egg together.
Okay.
So let me taste it. It should be really good.
Is this one bite?
Mm. 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 Mm.
Is it as good as your son's?
It's so good.
Okay.
This is shiso flavor. It really goes with everything. Goes with nori. So good. Okay. Next time, I'm gonna ask him how he made it. So it's gonna be more pretty. But this was just extra. So that was my just a snack time. So that's not my main dishes. So let's get back. But that combination, if you have access for the egg, quail egg, and then oh, I forgot most important ingredient too. That was a tofu. I was so excited to making the whole thing. So okay, I think we can still do that. So that was a ikura. I'm gonna put it back. Ikura and then a shiso, the ingredients, shiso. Okay, so let's get ready for before I put a beef in.
Hi, Ray.
So where's mine? Okay, I'm gonna put some little tofu too.
My cousin
Okay.
Paul is in. Hi, Paul Williams. He's a great pastor. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you so much for coming. Okay, so I put it here. And again, tofu is like healthy food. If you're on a diet, tofu is gonna be your friend because it has a good protein and less calorie and made you full too. So good ones. So you wanna cutting like maybe some of the smaller pieces like that. So it's easy to eat in a mouth. So I'm just gonna put it that. So
That's
this is,
that's firm tofu, right?
yes, that's a tofu. And then that's your favorite meat. So I'm gonna start putting now. Let's come this way. I'm gonna invite you, all of you, to come this side. Okay, so let's see. Here you go. Oops, oops, oops. You follow me. Oops. Okay, this is this way. Okay, so now you're gonna see, right? Oh, sorry. You're gonna see right this one. Okay, you see it? Okay, here you
Hi,
go.
Laura. Hey.
Okay, so it's a cooking. So now,
Yes, looks good.
okay, so now I'm gonna put some last part, which is like such a quick finish. So these are meat. So right now I'm gonna eat a little smaller amount. So because just the time and everything, but you can normally put a lot of stuff.
And you guys, that's very thin sliced prime rib or ribeye steak.
So cooking.
Very thin sliced.
Thank
And see
you.
how quick it cooks. It's so thin, just touching the water cooks it
Now
immediately.
it's ready to eat like this. So I'm gonna cooking down a little bit more, so you can kind of soak into that beef, soak into more, little more flavors. So just cook it right there for now, and then get ready for your rice. So make sure you got some rice ready, and then so this one. So now remember the konnyaku is a little bit longer one, so that'll be this one. See this
That's right.
noodle looking one? So sometimes you cannot put a whole in one. So I'm just gonna put it this one first on top over here. Okay, well that's a still long one. Okay. So that, and then has all the veggies here, the tofu there too. You don't need to put the soup so much if it already has a lot of flavors. So you just want to grab it and then put just on top of all the, oops, sorry, put the whole things here. Let's put all the nice meats here. The tofu. Okay, so basically like that. Okay, so this is the final one. So we have to taste it, right? So let me taste this. It's very easy to cook, and you can keep it down now. And if you like adding more soup, you can do too. But let's taste it. This is such a thin. Let me show you how thin this meat is. Like I cook it so super thin, right?
Super thin.
Super thin. It's very good. So then you're gonna mix with this to eat with all the rice on the bottom. So you can put it all together. But let's try this meat and this veggies, and has this vegetable here. So let me taste. Mmm. Mmm. Mmm.
Nice.
Mmm. So thin and has a great flavor and doesn't taste like oily meat or something, too much fat or something. And this noodle, konjac noodle, is you can eat just like that. Has already flavor. And again, it's 0 calories. So this was good. And so if you like the little stronger flavor, you can add in more. Just watch out that too much salt to your food. But this is kind of like a comfy food. You can eat it. If you like that, put some ginger if your favorite. You can add that too. But simply like a sukiyaki style, the gyudon style is like this. Again, I forgot to onion. So lots of onion, it will be the good base too. So I think, yes, that's going to be the good one again. So it's going to be my lunch today. So
It looks great.
yes.
It looks
Very
great.
nice, very nice. So hopefully you can make it. Hope you enjoy it. So I'll see you next week again for more other stuff.
Okay. And we'll on Food Talk TV, we will be back in just another hour with Kunchi. He'll be doing his show.
Perfect. Awesome. Thank you so much, everyone. Have an awesome day. Thank you, Kaz.
Bye.